Welcome back, another episode. The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Lives episode 4 briefly becomes a marriage story. Rick and Michonne fight in a posh apartment after mysteriously surviving a helicopter fall in the middle of a storm. She updates him on RJ. He informs her of Jaddy's. An Alexa-like home assistance system is heard throughout, giving the impression that the entire situation is a technological farce akin to Black Mirror. Even though this pseudo-domesticity is fleeting, it irritates throughout. Michonne is a creative person. Rick informs her that the CRM will track them down using Jaddy's as compromat, despite her belief that they can flee. She claims they can kill Jaddy's, remove her proof, and go back to the CRM. Rick also rejects such a notion. Rick still wants to go back, even when they look out the window and realize the chopper they jumped out of crashed and was destroyed, providing them with a plausible option to stage their deaths. What's going on here? Is Rick suffering from Stockholm Syndrome? It appears that he does to some degree. He has been driven almost insane by his constant failures to break free from the CRM, and he has lost all hope. Although he sincerely doubts that they would be able to escape, he has also given himself a somewhat ridiculous task in which he is subtly eliminating the enemy from within. Since Rick hasn't actually done much fighting the enemy throughout his entire stay, Michonne is justified when she calls this bullshit. He became accustomed to his routine and accepted his role as a soldier. In fact, Michonne makes fun of his military jargon in all of the funniest lines in What He Has Lost. It's not true what Michonne and RJ have mythologized about him as the brave man. When another CRM helicopter shows up and begins shooting missiles into the apartment complex, Rick and Michonne are compelled to move to a different area of the building and continue their argument there. This is how the entire episode is structured, short action scenes intercut with snippets of arguing. They eventually locate another apartment that has a second post-apocalyptic Alexa, and they spend the night there. After having sex, they conduct the same chat once more, but with more tenderness. Rick admits that he is actually afraid, that he was motivated to continue by Carl's and Michonne's fantasies, and that he gave up when they ended. Gave in. I understand what we is trying to do here, on the one hand. However, I don't think it's effective. The tone is erratic and disorganized. The squabbling in the hallways has the petty tone of Marvel movie banter, but the arguments in the flats are serious and supported by strong acting and emotion. Furthermore, everything is biased. I don't think anyone could possibly agree with Rick on this. We are aware that the CRM is bad and that leaving to try to get back together with the kids is the best course of action. And the reason he's pushing back so hard is that he had some fantasies before stopping them. All of this is essentially settled by Rick and Michonne having sex. Of course, there's more to it than that, but after getting laid, everyone is suddenly a lot more understanding. Although I understand that The Walking Dead has a history of being a sexless show and that sometimes compassion is lovely, it isn't a smart approach to work out a deep-seated disagreement like this one. In the hazy brilliance of the morning following, I believe the structure to be falling apart. After deciding to flee together, Rick and Michonne grow so giddy with anticipation that they repeatedly pause action sequences to share passionate kisses and engage in funny back and forth dialogue about electric automobiles. I'm sure that many will find this enjoyable. The depth of emotion between Danai Gurira and Andrew Lincoln's characters is evident in their superb performances. There's a lot of history to sort through, even though at times Michonne merely tells Rick what happened in past seasons and shows it in an unartful manner, but it does make this a significant turning point in their relationship. My only wishes are that it was better explained and that Michonne's sorcery hadn't magically erased Rick's years of suffering and pain. For more, subscribe.